my name's Anna and welcome to my channel. So basically I just kind of wanted to sit down and roughly tell a little bit about my food journey and a little bit of background information about myself, because I realized that I've never even done that, not really, on my Instagram, which I'll have linked down below. Please follow it. It's at Simple Eats. I try to post recipes and other helpful tips on there. But now I have this wonderful platform to share more video content with you and say a lot of things that sometimes I just can't squeeze into a caption. So with all that being said, let's get started. So basically, first of all, I just wanted to say that I wanted to start this channel because I know that sometimes, even though I get a lot of love on them, people don't want to be scrolling through Instagram and click on an IGTV and watch them for 6 minutes. I know that there are some people who love to do that, but some people don't. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to do that. And so I kind of just wanted to make a platform where I could post videos, and that's where people were going to see them, because when you go on YouTube, you want to watch videos. That's what you expect. That's what you're getting. So I wanted to have this whole new other platform where I could just say what I wanted to say and keep sharing what I love to do. So yeah, that's that. So basically, I'm just gonna kind of sum it up because I don't want to get into a whole long story. Maybe I'll share it some other time. But basically, in high school, I had a lot of issues with just like gut health. A lot of my close friends know I literally always had stomach pain. Like always. It was really sad. Like I would just be laying in bed, and like if you have like a private story or something on Snapchat, it like saves, and I'll like go through it sometimes and it'll be like, why is my stomach always hurt? God, I hate my stomach. What? Like my life sucks. And so it's kind of funny just to like look at that. I mean, not really, because it actually sucked and I hated going through it, but basically it was just my gut was super unhealthy. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was feeling my body with, which especially became important because I was an athlete. But going back to just like having bad gut health, I was just super stressed out all the time in high school. I'm kind of a very personality-wise, like tightly wound person, very organized. I love like making lists. I love having routines. That's a big part of my life, especially being here now at home with the situation that we're going through currently. Just having a morning and a night routine that I can stick to is like actually making me so happy, and it's making my mental health a lot better. So that all being said, just going back to high school with a bunch of gut health. So basically I was a swimmer for about 10 years, super competitive with it. I loved it. I loved my team. I loved both my high school team and my club team. Both the atmospheres, sorry, were very different, but they were amazing, both so supportive, and I made so many friends from it, and so many of them I still have. So side note, that was off topic. But anyways, basically it just kind of, at least when I started, I went to a lull with my training, and basically some of that was, I can blame on like being on the pill. That's a whole nother story, but basically it kind of made my training, because I just had a lot of extra like hormones in my body. It made my training really bad. So obviously I performed poorly. I was not dropping time, and I was very hard on myself. So that also kind of linked back to the stress thing that I was talking about earlier with the bad gut health. So that wasn't helping. I had also gained a little bit of weight. And so basically I switched up my pill hormone dosage, and I lost a little bit of weight from that. And then I kind of joined in on a friend's little no carb diet, no sweets experiment. And so from that, I lost a little bit more weight. And from that, just noticing the weight changes in my body, just having like a little bit more energy from eating cleaner foods, I was able to train better, and my performance was going up again. So this is kind of what kickstarted my interest in food. and nutrition and just fueling my body in the right way. And so that was kind of the end of sophomore year going into that summer. And so then junior year, I started just to become more like health conscious. I pretty much always, since like at least fifth grade, probably before then, like brought my own lunch. Obviously, my mom had packed it, but now it was kind of more me just being like, okay, mom, I feel so bossy like saying this, but this is just how our morning routine worked. Like, she'd be like, what do you want in your lunch? And now I kind of like took more thought into what I was saying. And I would like be like, all right, I'll have this for lunch, and like this is a snack. And I was being more health conscious. I started going to the grocery store with her to buy foods that I wanted to eat in the day. And just having a little bit more control over my food. And I kind of like loved it. I grew a little bit of a passion for it. I loved finding like recipes and stuff on Instagram. And yeah, I guess that's kind of that. And then obviously senior year, it was even more jump started because just like finalizing like applications to colleges and stuff like that and choosing my major. And so when looking at schools, I realized that I could major in nutrition and be a dietitian, and that could be my job. Like, this was kind of just like a slap in the face for me. Like, I was like, I just can't believe that I can do something that I love this much as a job and like have this as my future. And so that just got me really excited for college and just like kind of like having a new start. I mean, everyone's excited for it, but I feel like I had a few different reasons. It wasn't necessarily to get away from anything, it was truly to just start something new, and start a new journey and part of my life. And so also throughout senior year, obviously after, not obviously, I don't know why I just said that, you don't know that. But after high school season, which ended in November, we made it to state my fourth year in a row, which was super exciting. Yeah, I love my team. Okay, that's that. And I quit swimming after that, actually. Kind of ended on a high note, as we'd like to say. And so after this, I obviously started even more so focusing on what I was eating because I still did weight training and I would kind of be active at home, but I wasn't like working out. I actually, what I would do is, it was senior year, so I had like no motivation to do homework. I wanted to watch Netflix, but I was like, oh, I need to work out because I still had that like active mindset, and I still do now because I had just come from working out basically 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, to literally nothing and doing it all on my own, which was really difficult. And so what I would do is I would be like, all right, I need to be active for an hour. I'm going to go down, I'm going to walk on the treadmill, and we have a TV in our basement. So I'd watch like an episode of Netflix. So that kind of kept me going a little bit because I was able to like watch a show and be active. And so senior year, obviously getting back to the food part, I was just like even extra more. Wow. I was even like, I became more conscious about what I was eating, and I started to really dig into like the nutrition aspect of it, because overall I was just starting to feel so much better and I loved it. And so I just made sure also that I wasn't overeating because I wasn't working out as much. So like, not that I necessarily couldn't eat the same amount of stuff that I was eating before, but like to ensure that I wasn't like just seriously like overfueling my body or like making me gain weight in ways that was unhealthy. Not that a little weight gain isn't unhealthy, just clarifying that. But yeah, I just became extra conscious, and then obviously I chose a school, Miami, love it, as the school that I was going to be attending in the fall, and my major was nutrition. And so I was like, all right, like I'm going to get a little bit of background on this. Started eating super healthy. I would like meal prep for work. I was a lifeguard, and all my fellow lifeguards were always like, oh, your food looks so good, like blah, blah, blah. People would start to, I started to cook more, and people were like, oh, you should make a food account. Like, that'd be so fun. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. And so eventually I did, obviously. And I got so much positive feedback from it right away. And obviously, I tell people that now when people reach out to me and they're like, Anna, we love it. Like, you're helping me so much, or your tips are just so helpful. I love reading your posts. The pictures are so pretty. Whatever it is, like that is what keeps me going. Like the love and support, knowing that I'm truly helping people in some sort of way, whether it's like literally just to tell you to drink more water. If I'm that constant reminder, then cool. Like that's okay with me. And so that kind of just like helped fuel my passion before I even got to school. And obviously, I love all the classes that I'm taking. It's just reassuring my love for nutrition and reassuring myself that I think I chose the right path, at least so far. I know that's super early to kind of tell, but like, I feel like the fact that I just love this is really just like helping me stay motivated. And the people that follow my account and give me love, those are the people that are also helping me keep motivated. Yeah, I guess that's kind of just a little bit about like my journey to how I got to where I am today. I told you why I wanted to start the YouTube channel. This is me being organized and checking off the boxes in my head about what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I guess some constant questions I get. The first one is kind of like why I went vegan or plant-based. And so basically, I wanted to tell people this. Like, I try to clarify this on my channel, but it's kind of hard because all the food that I do post is plant-based. I do slightly promote this way of eating, but like I know it's not for everyone. And I know that sometimes people can get the wrong idea about like health pages, and they're like, oh, well, I don't eat only fruits and vegetables. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, no, I do it for serious personal health reasons, going back to the gut health and my stomach. Like, I eat that way because I actually had what's called gastritis, and so you have extra acid in your stomach, and it can flare up insane amounts when you're extra stressed, because just something in your body, you produce more acid. And when you eat meat, you also get that acidic environment in your blood and in your stomach, because a hormone releases or tells the stomach to release more acid to digest meat. Like that's how meat is digested, with more acid. It turns your pH acidic. Basically, I've just said that 80 times, whatever. You get the point now. So basically, the way I eat is just to help keep my stomach flares and gut health in check. So yeah, I know it's not for everyone, but that's why I do it. So that's a question I get a lot, and it's not for everyone, and I know that. My family obviously isn't. Sometimes I try to make them eat more fruits and vegetables, but I'm not going to force them to stop eating meat. I used to eat it all the time. I know how great it is. I just do it for personal health reasons. I'm trying to think of other questions that I get, but maybe now that I have this channel, I'll do like a Q&A. That'd be kind of fun. I'd actually love that. But yeah, I know this was kind of a jumbled video. Obviously, it's my first one. So I'm just glad that if you watched until this point, that you are here to kind of support me on this journey that I'm taking. Obviously, I'll need some support, even if it's from just like 2 people that are cheering me on. That'd be great. But yeah, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, comment, give me feedback. I don't care. But yeah, thanks so much. Bye.